Well, hello there. It's me, Jessica, with marketingforgreenness.com, the recovered attorney that turned herself into a forensic digital marketer. And now I help entrepreneurs and marketing teams to build brands and monetize it. Yay! Welcome back. Well, today I want to talk to you about a very special topic. I know that you guys have asked me a lot, and this one is all about productivity. And I promise that if you stay until the end, you're gonna have a breakthrough. It's definitely guarantee. I'm gonna talk to you about my mistakes, how being able to fix it, and how being able to grow brands, grow my children. It's for while keeping my sanity, my family together, well, or at least doing my best that I can. So watch until the end, guys, and remember, sprinkle some love there. Covey has this amazing tool that allows you to be aware of how are you investing your time. They divide the task in 4 categories, or the way that they call it is 4 quadrants. I will never forget, this is a lesson that I keep teaching again because it's just such a life-changing to become aware of how are you truly classifying the things that you do. Q number 1, or quadrant number 1, is emergency. Just imagine that your kids are going to the ER and then you're dropping everything that you have because you have to be there. Very few things are Q1, so you have to be very careful of right now the way that you're living your life and running your day. Maybe you're treating things that are not Q1, they're not emergency, as if they were. And when you become more aware and you stop responding to those messages in such an emergency way, you will start saving energy and saving time. Quadrant number 2 is where you mostly want to live your life. That is the tasks that are planned, predictable, and the task that you can schedule ahead of time. You definitely want to have most of the things there, and that will help you to live a life that you're not stressing out. Of course, every day will bring you things that are unpredictable, but most of the things actually can wait. So a couple of examples I can tell you. Maybe you have a juicy and yummy opportunity. Somebody says, can you jump in the phone right now to discuss this really quickly? No, I'm so sorry. My next availability is going to be next Monday. I just did that 3 times today. Why? Because if I didn't do that, I would not be able to shoot this video. You see, it is a matter of honoring the system that you create, and that's actually one of the hardest part. So part 1 is becoming aware, and part 2 is honoring the rules that you set up for yourself. So let's talk about quadrant number 3, Q3. Q3 are activities that might distract you, that maybe if you actually separate some time, you might be able to enjoy them better. But because you're kind of like rambling around those tasks, you're not getting the best out of your time. A couple of examples of quadrant number 3 is your messages on social media. Can you schedule the time so that you will be available on social media, or do you always have to be online and available so people interrupt you? Notifications. That's a horrible distraction, because when you're working, you're on your zone and you're trying to concentrate, and then zoom, notifications are there. Phone calls that they become, basically a distraction because they're not scheduled. That's also a quadrant 3. Anything that is unscheduled, that is currently taking your time away, needs to be out. Then quadrant number 4 has to do with your maybe me time, or the time when you're completely unplug from whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's your job or your business. So quadrant 4 should be intentional. So if you're truly getting disconnected because you want to spend time with your family, you are in the Q4 mode. You make sure that you don't have distractions. You make sure that you let people know that you're going to be unplugged. There's no reason for feeling like you owe to your online audience something. There's no such thing. If people have a relationship with you, if you have a relationship with your audience, I mean, they're not expecting that you should be there when they message you, and they are not expecting that you're there immediately. You should consider removing yourself from the idea of instant thing. No instant message, no instant communication, no instant video request. Those things that are instant right now are the ones probably in Q3 or Q4 that can be allocated better if you plan them ahead, and then they become a Q2 activity. So if you get the planner, you will see an exercise that allows you to get this opportunity to think about truly and for real, how are you managing your time right now? And I am curious to know, what are the things that you discovered that are preventing you from living a life in Q2? I'll tell you a little bit of a spoiler alert here. At the very beginning, when you start even classifying the activities and kind of like letting yourself to be more aware of how are you running your time, you might be tempted to justify some of those behaviors. You might say things like, oh, I have to be there because if I don't answer those messages, my leads are going to be away and they're going to go with my competitor. You know what? Please let that go. If you are, in fact, too available, I don't think that's healthy. I think you should have a healthy relationship with anybody that wants to have any relationship with you. And it needs to be healthy. It cannot be whenever they feel like it, right? So just be aware of the things that you are going to say, the conversations that you will have with yourself when you're trying to justify the things that might not be important, urgent, but you're treating them like that, all right? So if you get the planner, this is going to be ready for you. This is exercise number 8. And if you haven't gotten the chance to get Daily Greatness, I'm going to leave you a link where you will be able to get this and you'll be able to plan your entire year. The thing is that this is not a traditional planner. It's actually an opportunity for you to get guidance and mentorship in a book. It has 12 months, and before those 12 months, it has an opportunity for you to reflect around planning your business from your heart, aligning your passion, and the tiny things that are going to make a difference in the way that you are running your business today. I look forward to hear what is it that you got out of this video. Please leave me a comment below. If you have the planner and you have a question when you're using it, this is a great opportunity. Leave me a comment because that will help me to create more content to help you in the journey of becoming more productive. Okay, so bye for now. And remember, before leaving, sprinkle again some love, subscribe, and share this video with somebody that needs to be more optimized and more efficient in their life.